so this could be awkward here for RCK, but he is going to try and cut the back line off, and that's going to lead to a kill on Giannis. Picture perfect. You cut those lines of sight. The healers need to see their targets to keep them up. And if you just throw a wall there and say, hey, by the way, you're not going to see your main tank for at least a couple seconds, and your team pounces on them, boom, you get results.
Get back here, too. They're playing it passively. This is so smart.
Well, there's the grab getting thrown in. Can we have any follow-up? It looks like we can! Well, there you have it. Perfect play. They just blow them up somehow.
If you're a Justice fan and you're trying to figure out why your team is struggling in this Overwatch League season, just start sending them W keys on the keyboard.
You need confidence to do that, Hex, to get in there and take the fight. I mean, Corey right now, gonna take advantage of it. There's the D-bomb right on top. Does find a kill on Color Hex, and a one fight here for Washington Justice. Surely 4 kills in the span of a couple seconds. Gonna make it very difficult for Boston to hang on to this. And yeah, Boston going for the reset. Fusions gets great nade on top of him. Sound Barrier gonna keep him alive though. And they're gonna be able to capitalize on this Boston, perhaps overextending, hoping to get the kill on Fusions. Janice goes down and so does Corey.
Corey gets frozen and then boops into the open maw of the Boston Uprising front line. It's a frozen mannequin ready to be dispatched, and Boston should be able to take first point.
Yeah, can anybody get back here in touch in time? It's not looking like it. We might have, yeah, Sleepy's trying to run, but not meant to be. No building up to that barrage, 80% and counting. Hammering damage into Janus. This is a big opportunity. What a great concuss nade. Perfect play from Hex. Excellent kill, just keeping Janus away from his team. So sick. 29% on the board for Boston. The point is flipped for Justice, but there is a chance. It's lost though for Boston. Already at the door. Careful. There it is. There it is. EMP nails nearly everybody. Everybody gets wiped. Everybody gets hacked. Perfect play. The combo's done. And that is going to be a very quick take here for Boston. They'll flip that point back. 45. Looks like it'll be up to like, what?
50.
48, yeah. 30% on the board now for Boston and counting.
Very close, but this is where you want to be as a DPS composition too, hanging out outside, hoping that they walk in and being able to isolate them.
Just wondering when are we going to see the plays here. Yep, there it is. Opportunity, and it's missed. Sleepy somehow survives it. That's a self-destruct wombo combo over the top here for Sensound. Double kill for him and a wipe on the side of Boston. They're doing a solid job right now, Justice. And right now I'm wondering if the Boston Uprising, they aren't getting a bit cocky here, Hex.
Well, they're getting kills now. They bring Aim God back to life with the Resurrection. They're able to dive deep. Sensem's now out of the mix, which means these rockets should be finding their targets.
Oh man, they don't have anything to work with on the side of Justice. How have they lost control of this situation? As Giannis chucked over the side by Blase. Quick capture, yes, there's the flip. Looking for the follow-up here. Cut Arc off with the rest of his team. So many low, and that is going to be it. Face up of Blase. Just out and out chaos as soon as he gets into the line like that. So hard for the Justice to hang on. They're going to get the res up on him as well. So it will be 99% here. Boston on the edge of picking up the first map in this series. All they have to do is hold, and that's exactly what they will do in the end. Janice tries to get back on the point. He just cannot do it. And Boston, I get the feeling that they're thumbing their nose a little bit at Washington with that comment.
They should. I want to see them start to elevate themselves into that upper echelon.
Bodies, it's Blase. I'm not quite seeing the body parts fly just yet, but Blase doing good work, just focusing on Washington, not letting them get comfortable. And in the meantime, we've nearly got a tick of progress for Boston.
At a certain point, the defense matrix is going to be on cooldown, and that shield for the Brigida is going to crack. And now you see them putting all sorts of resources into it. Meanwhile, no one is touching Blase here. But it's taking a while. Yeah.
There's one tick. Hex, we haven't had a kill yet. And Boston have just slowly, like, boa constricted a permanent tick of progress out of Washington Justice on this first point now.
And at some point, you got to fight. You got to make a choice here. A little surprised Blase's not trying to knock this Reinhardt off of the edge, but you know times are bad when Reinhardt's trying to fire strike a Pharah.
This is unreal. 2 ticks of permanent progress, and we haven't even had a kill yet. That might have been the first. Blase somehow going to survive it. This is bonkers. Finally, we get a D-Mech. That's not a kill. Okay, 1 for each team. Slowest team fight ever.
And now they've got imprecise, so they know where everybody is. They can see through walls with the help of that Widowmaker ultimate.
Let's see. Looking for the jab. There it is. Oh, he gets sucked into the grab. That's unfortunate for Fusions. But it is going Boston's way. A couple of big kills here. The Sleepy and Arc really working hard to keep their team up at this point. But now it's Boston Uprising. They should have a huge advantage here to just close out this first point. Somehow it's taken them ages, but there we go. 1 kill, looking for the second. Yep, Janice goes down, and certainly this must be it now.
Well, DPS compositions tend to be a little bit slower, ironically enough.
Indeed, Fusions hanging on by a thread, gonna get topped, and that's gonna help him out. Sensem literally smushed to death. The bomb was just overkill there on Aim God. That was brutal.
Time to go. Time to go.
Get out, reset fast. Rally on both sides. Where is Sleepy? Giannis is getting tossed as well, but there's so much damage going into this. Grabs all over the place, left and right, and it's looking like it's going to be a perfect hold here for the Washington Justice. So close on the side of Washington to going down, but Boston just could not weather the storm.
Looking for some late kills here as they chase out. We're at 90 seconds on the clock for the Boston Uprising offense. That means one good push.
All right, let's see. Fusion's powering on through, getting the bubble up, and that is going to be Giannis getting clocked. Self-destruct over the top isn't going to find anything. That was an unfortunate angle there for Sensam.
Oh, this started as perfectly as it can. Both tanks down for Washington as Boston pushes in.
2 kills.
Oh, it's a lonely Transcendence.
It's not going to help things either. Just buying a little bit of time, but that's not going to be enough. 1 tick of permanent progress picked up on the point for Boston Uprising. Nearly a second as well. There's only one guy who's on here just trying to buy a little bit of time. And for Washington Justice now, because they spawn right next to this point, they're trying to go on one at a time and hope that Boston are the team that make a mistake, that they overextend. But it's not looking like Boston are going to be making any mistakes here, Hex. This is just a matter of time. RCK with the dunk.
Bomb over the top takes out 2 in the cleanup here. They did switch to the Hammond at the end to try to stall. They should have switched to stall heroes much earlier. That fight was not going to be brought back.
Beautiful work from Boston.
The difference is Boston is running the Winston on the defense, which makes a lot of sense because you're able to get Primal Rage up so quickly. Fusion's got it there, able to bat them around a little bit. Get yourself 1,000 HP, then you turn into actual Primal mode. That's it for that fight.
Aim got it. Gotta be careful. Trying to play the possession. Yep, there we go. Fusions once again. He's just getting boosted every time. This additional damage, he's just cranking out primals at this point. So much pressure here on Washington Justice, but this is it. We're running out of the clock. 3 seconds left here, and they need to get on the point.
Look at that ult meter just charging up.
Overtime is in, but now you gotta work your way back. They're getting booped off the point.
They're getting primal.
That is perfect. Unbelievable. Did Washington forget the clock existed? What happened there? They're trying to act as if they've got time to wrap all the way around or look for a different fight.
Even had they come in there, you got to know Primal's going to be online. You know that Winston's been doing a ton of damage. You just knock him up the stairs anyway.
And then the grab as well.
Yeah, Washington just played themselves.
And right now it's going to be Boston starting off on the offense.
Yes, that threw you off a little bit because they're in a very defensive position.
Yes, for a second I was like, hold on, what's going on here?
They took the long way around, wrapping around the point here, and now they're going to finally engage onto the point. They've taken away high ground as well. The Divas battle it out over the top. First kill goes on to Corey. Teams don't usually win fights without your Zarya in the mix.
No, that's brutal. That's as bad as it gets. Because losing your damage, the Zarya is just so important for the support. There you go, Aim God saying goodbye. Goodbye.
Run if you can.
Exactly, because if you lose this fight on the defense, you can go back and try and challenge again, or you can just lie him out and blow him up. There we go, 3 kills for the Boston, make that 4, and that's a lot of progress now for Boston. Everybody all nice and healthy. Sound barrier thrown in on the other side, and now we're just going tit for tat back and forth, but it wasn't quick enough on the side of Kelix. He cannot save fusions in time. Boston not giving up on this though. They delete Sleepy. Can they keep Color Hex up? It doesn't look like it, and that might be it. That might be the turning point where it's okay.
They're
throwing the towel.
Committed. They had to keep going in, but Blase found himself out in no man's land. He was all alone.
RCK gets T-Max in the meantime. That might as well be a kill here. This is favoring the Washington Justice on the defense. They are the ones who are looking so good here on the second point.
This is terrible for Boston.
Job, shield is there. Stunned out of the shatter combo. Unfortunately, that's not going to work. Aim guard with the trance though. This is it. Now or never for the Boston Uprising, but Sleepy doing a great job of keeping his team alive.
Knocks a couple down. They clean it up.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of who you traded here, you lost Otto on the side of Justice, but now you've got no Zarya. So you have the finishing power here on the Boston side. It's not looking like it. They're going back to spawn Hex. And that is a successful defense for the Washington Justice.
3 tanks, 3 supports. Time to smash into each other.
Man, listen to it, man. They didn't get crazy. They didn't get stupid. They're sticking to it. Well, Washington Justice right now. Let's see, can they find any targets to pick off? It's a bit spread out right now on the side of Boston, but they are going to be able to just tighten up again here on the point. Fusions has to be careful, though. He keeps trying to get aggressive, and he's getting punished for that. They are not going to let him get out of that for free. And we lose 2 on the side of Boston Uprising. Unfortunately there, Fusion's trying to make a play, I think, and that just did not pan out. Now's the time. Could go for the counter. Has to be careful, though. And they may not even need it. They are dropping so low on the side of the Justice that the Boston Uprising will hold, and Color Hex showing some discipline. I like it. thinking perhaps that they could just end it right here, but now they're out of support ultimates on the side of Boston, and they still need to survive this. Losing Sleepy in the backline, though, not gonna help, but a monster shatter from Janus. Gets the double. RCK eats the grab on Corey, but it might be too little too late here. Washington Justice looking like they're gonna get a map on the board.
Washington will take this third map of the series, still alive. Let's not write them off just yet. They made some mistakes. Boston made a few more. Yeah, this was the play that Giannis had to make towards the end of it. They were very patient in their play. He's able to find the angle right here, close it out. People sometimes forget that that shatter goes under the cart, knocks down nearly everybody. That's the cleanup.
Last time to transit, he's gonna get taken out to the other side. Beautiful pin there from Fusion's trying to pull Sleepy out of position. And that was an interesting shatter. Fusion's really struggling with the shatters today.
Yeah, it has not been his best series here. Maybe taking his counterpart a little too lightly. They get grabbed. There's the cleanup here. Calyx will fall. Everyone else very low. No more healing. D-Max should be an easy one fight here for Washington on the cleanup.
They have so much blase with the rally. There we go. A shatter that finally connects to the target. Instantly countered out by the grab. We will trade 1 for 1. And there's RCK. Big kills with the self-destruct. Finally.
That's how you draw it up. That is exactly the play you draw up. Shatter available for fusions. Both rides with shatter available.
Oh, it's looking like Giannis Blase was the one getting caught that time. This is not looking good, although Otto.
Ambitious. Ambitious.
It's just not meant to be. Fusion's right now, man. Struggling. Really struggling. I'm covering him in the D matrix. The sound barrier goes down. He is still going to fall, though. Just too much damage getting cranked out by Boston. And somehow managing to capitalize on catching him out of position. He got booped out, it looked like. Yeah.
Good job by Boston of giving ground and then retaking it with the sound barrier coming back in. They will hit another checkpoint.
Gonna get it. There it is. The self-destruct over the top. No targets connected. Giannis too good with the shield, but we've lost Otto again. Giannis down, and now it is Boston. They are tightening up their game here, Hex. They are finally starting to find these kills. Otto, he's died first several times now for Washington. And that is it. The third point picked up just like that. Boston, they made it look so easy at the end. Got plenty of armor, but Washington, you got no choice. You gotta go in here now. Self-destruct over the top. Going to find a kill off Blase. That's not how that's supposed to happen. Grab is in, and this is going to be perfect for Washington. Somehow, Boston, they fluffed the defense.
Not the best grab, not the best self-destruct. They had some ultimates to work with and got no value out of them. Washington keeps themselves alive.
No D-Matrix
live through it.
Oh! RCK's in, and Color Hex's grab gets eaten. That's not going to help things. But again, Otto goes down. Fusion's traded. It's like clockwork at this point. This is crazy. Now you're going to lose Color Hex. It's like, what, paper music. They're just reading along. Otto dies, and then Fusions dies.
That's been the same order pretty much every time.
I like my colors better.
Big grab comes in. Calyx the first to fall. Sleepy is low-key put in a lot of work this entire match. He's getting headshots. That's the red arrow. White arrow works just as well.
Focus's fire is so fierce on him, and there it is. Self-destruct takes him out. Giannis hangs on by a thread. Somehow he's still alive. Unbelievable. Giannis is still here. In the meantime, the rest of Boston Uprising dying in throws, and this is going to be Washington Justice tying it up 3-3.
Their strategy definitely seems to be kill fusions first, kill the center, and everything will crumble around it. They pushed Giannis out of position here. He's getting killed for his team, and that's the first kill. It goes down to Otto.
The body blocks as well. Giannis, you're not backing up. You're not going anywhere. In fact, you guys are done here on the offense. That is it. Washington Justice barely make it around the first bend. And Sleepy doing a great job of delaying his trance.
Counter grab.
Looking for it. No self-destruct kills. Have they weathered the storm? No. Color Hex, he drops. And there's nobody on the side of Washington that's low right now. Boston, if ever you're going to do it, it's now or never. RCK is gone.
Put everything into it. Fusion's going to fall as well here momentarily, you would think. This one's it. You like map 5s? I like map 5s.
Let's get into it. Control will be what settles this once and for all. We're tied up 2-2. When we come back, we will go into the overtime map, the last map, to decide who wins this series.
As Boston makes halftime adjustments, it's been the exact opposite today. Color Hex goes down very early, and without that pressure of the Widowmaker, I mean, the rest of this composition struggles to get anything done.
Well, that was ambitious.
No,
I'll say. That was ambitious.
That's very likely I'm switching off of Pharah.
Yeah.
Ambitious. Oh, they're gonna crack Auto Shield. Auto is out in no man's land. They don't get this kill, I'd be stunned. That is 2 down with the D-Mag also happening. They should be Boston flipping it back.
Should, would, could be. Is it gonna be reality though, Hex? Because they are not giving up without a fight on the side of the Washington Justice. 2 of them left. And it was Giannis going for the Primal as well.
That's fine. It's just about dying on the point, getting as much percentage as humanly possible. 70% will be what's accrued for Washington.
They got the man advantage right now. They just need to take advantage of it.
They're so low. Oh, knocks them into the mines. Fusions. This one should be all Boston cleaning up. Still a fight remains though.
RCK as well, Corey. RCK not really sure where to look anymore.
Fusions just got knocked off!
Oh no, this is not gonna help things. RCK gone as well, gets smushed by Giannis. 2 quick kills here for the Washington Justice, and this is gonna put them in the lead in the series, Hex. They're going to take it. This is a best of 3 on the map.
God's bleed as they took down NYXL for the 2nd time. Any given owl day, my friend, any team can win. Giannis falls first, Corey falls first. Blase says, not today.
No, they've got that one figured out. That was about as clean as it gets. 93% and counting here for Boston Uprising. This is a must-win fight now for Washington Justice. Yeah. They want to keep it alive and stop it from going the distance.
They will lose this fight very likely. There's a shatter that comes down, doesn't find a whole lot.
Wow, grab as well with the man advantage. They're still committing the grab into this. So Washington Justice not messing around. They have thrown everything at that final fight. They do get the flip.
It's not about putting people on the ground. A later transcendence. Blase gets knocked off, but they exchange on the clip. Boston has this.
Yeah, Boston have got it. They are going to go ahead and run it all the way back. Self-destruct, deleted, sends them out. Corey trying to run through, but it's not going to be quick enough. Tied up 1-1, Hex. Blase still working in the back line, though, trying to find some damage, and Fusion's going to set it up. There's the follow-up. Nicely done there by Blase. Arc out of the fight.
Otto's going to die late. They're not even trying to kill him right now, actually. This is just a stagger.
Washington, if they can hit a monster one. RCK gonna go ahead and show them how it's done. 2 hacks, make that 3, instant delete, but we lose color hacks, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. And you lose RCK as well. Washington Justice, they may not even need ultimates, Hex. Maybe the Boston Uprising just giving themselves up for free.
It's about as good as that fight has gone for Washington. You expect the EMP to come out to be the fight-winning all, but now they have it for next fight, and they're going to need it.
You know, it's not looking as grim as it did a moment ago, Hex.
Yeah.
Oh! That was the EMP, Hex!
Got him. Got him.
Unbelievable.
He'll die for it, but...
That's so sick, though. What a sleep. Aim God, you beast.
If style points were Overwatch League wins, that would be right there in the win column. Fusion's going all the way back. This is that replay.
Let's see it. Because this is... Oh, no, he hits it.
Just caught it. Caught it immediately. Great play.
Bionade onto Otto and Corey. Giannis is going down as well. Zenflip gets hacked. I mean, Boston trying to do the best they can to bring it back, and so far it's up there.
Kellick's been up top on this drum the entire time.
I mean, surely he has, but that was a huge one. The EMP comes through. That's RCK gone. Kellick's as well. Fusions, he's going to be the next one getting all the attention, and that is it. Unbelievable. The Washington Justice. They go the distance versus the Boston Uprising and win in overtime 3-2.
They look pretty happy up there, don't they? That's what winning will do for your team morale, your team atmosphere. They get to look forward to the second half of the season.
From the winning team, from the Washington Justice, it is Janos.
This was the guy the team was built around. Their very first signing as an expansion team. They started off with a main tank, of course, with some experience in the Overwatch League. Has had a rough go of it, but now you've got more support lines. As a main tank, you're only as good as the guys keeping you alive, and now he's starting to gel with Arc, to gel with Sleepy, hit some big shatters today. And you know what? He got the best of these shatters compared to Fusions, who we consider one of the all-star main tanks in the league. So we know he's capable of these kind of performances. It's just about actually bringing it to the table.